Hi everyone, it's Christy from Dream Gardens. Today I am going to be showing you how to transplant your zinnias. Now traditionally most people just put them in the soil, direct sow them, but I like to start them early so that I can enjoy them early. Now zinnia is a flower that you can cut and it will come again. So basically it will grow to this big huge giant plant. They have different cultivars where they have ones that are like a small bushing type, but I like the big giant ones because those you can cut and they'll produce about maybe two at a time, two flowers at a time. You cut them and they will grow right back, and you can cut them again. So that's why they call them cut and come again. um, and then you would put them in a vase. So I'm going to be planting about maybe about 20 of them because I want fresh flowers in my house. I love having fresh flowers. It just brightens up your day. So first thing you need to do is make sure you have a nice soil. Um, Zinnias are not finicky, so they will grow in poor soil as well. But I prepared a bed that has some good organic soil. You want to dig a hole. If you're transplanting them, you need to dig a hole. So that's what I've done here. As you can see, I dug a hole. Basically, you want to dig it as deep as your transplant is. You don't want to cover up any leaves on your transplant. So let me go get the transplants, and put them in the ground so you can see that. I'm going to try to do everything with one hand, so you guys bear with me, okay? Okay, so guys, I have the transplant. As you can see, I just laid it on the ground. Somehow the seed ended up on the end here, and so the plant is growing out from the end. That's all right. I prefer it in the middle, but when I was sowing them, I probably put it on the end. I sowed like 2 or so a piece. So what you want to do is take your transplant and put it in here. Now I put it too deep. You have other people that might say differently, but I put it a little bit too deep. I don't like these flowers to go underneath the ground. So when you cover it up, you want to cover it up to but I want it to have the support, but at the same time I don't want to cover these leaves up. I don't want these leaves to touch the ground, because the problem is when they touch the ground, they are susceptible to getting what they call powdery mildew disease or fungus or something like that. If it's too wet, they will start to grow this mildew on them, and that will destroy your zinnia plants. So I don't want that. So we want air to go and circulate around this plant. So that's why we don't cover up the leaves. We don't want the leaves to touch the ground. So I'm just, oh, there's a bee around my head. Oh God. That's one of the joys of planting. You get bees, and that's what you want. But at the same time, like, hello bee, I'm trying to do my my webcast here, and we've got this bee running around my head. But okay, I'm good now, y'all. So I guess at some point I'll get used to that. I watch other gardening videos, and the people don't even seem to mind that they got bees and wasps and everything, you know, going around them. So you just want to cover it up and put it in the bed nicely, and press it down. You want to press it. Oh, I don't know if sorry, I didn't even have it on there. You want to press it down the best you can. Y'all gotta bear with me. I got one hand, okay? So press it down to encourage the roots to spread out. Now we're expecting rain again today. This is the first out of many days that it hasn't rained. So we're expecting rain today. So I'm not going to water this in. The rain is supposed to be coming around 3 o'clock. This soil is very moist because it's been raining for about 7+ days non-stop. So I'm not going to rain it. I'm not going to water it. I'm going to let nature do that. Now if for some reason it doesn't rain, I will come back out here around 7 o'clock or 7:30 and water it so that it will encourage the roots to spread out. So this is my zinnia transplant. It looks like it's in good shape. It's been in my greenhouse for a while, but the weather here in New Jersey has been cold, and this is one of the first days out of many that we've had some warm weather. The temperature is about, I guess, 80 some odd degrees, and in the greenhouse I try to ventilate that as much as I can, but the greenhouse is like 100 degrees. So, but they like hot temperatures, so they're good, but at the same time, I don't know if that's necessarily good because the temperature gauge said 100 plus. But they'll be fine out here, and it'll rain. But if it's not gonna, if you're planting yours and you know you're not getting no rain, then you still want to water it, even though this soil is moist, just to encourage the roots to grow. Okay, so maybe I will come back and show you what they look like, or show you any problems that I have with them, so that you guys can also learn from my mistakes. If you guys have any helpful tips on zinnias, because many times I've heard, you shouldn't even transplant them, but I've been transplanting zinnias for a while now, and I've never had any problem. This stem here is going to grow big and thick, so wind is not really going to be a problem for them. I have them in the bed with corn, and I haven't heard anywhere that corn and zinnias are a good mix, because corn, just a little bit about corn, they wind pollinate, so it doesn't matter if the zinnias attracts bees or not, because corn doesn't need bees. But I had to put these babies somewhere, so I just decided to put them here. But it will attract bees to the neighboring garden beds. So I'll just show you a quick clip of the corn, and then after that I will check you guys later. As always, go to the contest page. I'm going to post this in the contest page because I really want you guys to talk to me about what God has shown you about planting, what God has shown you about different herbs that help heal the body. You might say, well, why are you showing zinnia plants? That doesn't do anything to help and heal the body. Well, just to look at them is pleasing and calming to my soul. So I love to look at the flowers. And I do hear tell that you can eat zinnias. I don't know if the flower, the leaves, or something, but I'm not trying it. Y'all let me know if y'all have ever tried that. I have to see, like 100 people have to eat it first, and then I will try it and make sure that they don't die or something like that. So I just like to have them just to look at how beautiful they are and look at what God has created. He's created something that we may try to dress ourselves up, like that verse in the Bible. We may try to dress ourselves up with splendid clothes and name brands and all this different stuff. We will never ever be able to come to the point where we can dress a flower the way that God does. So anyway, enough about that. Let me show you what the corn looks like. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll put that in a different video. The corn was also a transplant. They said you can't do that either, but we'll see as the time goes on. So here, let's go walk on over here to these corns. So here they go. They said that you're not supposed to, like, you need a big crop of corn. I have about 60 corn plants in here close together. As they grow bigger, they're going to be really, really close. They look like they're doing well. I transplanted them about 5 days ago, and they look like they're all right. I don't know. I'm not a corn connoisseur, so maybe they don't look all right, but time will tell. We will see. So again, I don't know it all, so you guys can give me suggestions on what I need to be doing. I do have fertilizer. Excuse me, y'all. The bees are sitting there attacking my back, but I'm gonna be all right. So the corn it looks like it's okay. So, and it didn't blow over. We had some stormy weather and it didn't blow over, so that's a good sign. Okay, y'all. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I apologize for my voice in the other 2 videos. It was very hot, and I was bending over a lot, so it wasn't attitude voice. It was just kind of like an exhaustion. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm uninterested in plants or uninterested in making these videos. I love to do these videos. But I'm out here because I said I wasn't going to water these because it was going to rain. Hasn't rained as of 7 o'clock. So I'm going to show you how to water. You might think, oh, well, you know, everybody knows how to water. Just pour some water on it. Well, there is a school of thought that says that it's best to water at the bottom of your plant, at the base of your plant. Because if you water at the top of your plant, remember I was talking earlier about the type of mildew that plants can get on their leaves. So it's better to water at their bottom. Now, of course, there's nothing you can do when it rains, so you just let nature do what it do. But the part that we can control, we want to make sure we control that. So I'm just going to go ahead, and like I said, I'm doing this one-handed. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to water this with one hand and show you how that's done. You just basically just pour at the bottom. Doesn't really need that much because, like I said, this water, it's been very wet, so it doesn't really need that much. Just, you know, pour it on there at the bottom. It'll soak it in. And you just do that for the rest of them. Or any other crop that you may transplant. You always want to water at the bottom. You don't want to pour it on top because that'll get the leaves wet. And the roots is what needs the water, okay? So that's it for zinnias. Any questions or comments? You guys know how to get a hold of me, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello, everybody. What you're looking at right now is 3 zinnia plants, pretty much planted too close together. I didn't have the heart to cut these, but I need to. I'm going to leave some that are close together like this to see what happens. But the rule of thought is you need to cut 2 of them back. Because if you don't, then again, they'll be all stuck together. They won't have room to grow. And their leaves will create moisture together. And zinnias are susceptible to powdery mildew. So you don't want that to happen. You want air to circulate. So what you would do is, and darn it, I forgot to bring my scissors out here, but what you would do is you would just pick the one that's not growing, the one or the 2 that aren't growing as well. So that would be this one here and this one here. You would just snip it at the base and just cut it off. I hate doing that because I grow them from as babies, but I'm going to leave some like this, and then the other ones I'm going to cut. Let me see if I can like snip it off with my nails. You just snip at the base, just like that. Just snip at the base and make room for one healthy plant to grow. So I need to come back here and snip the other one. But like I said, I forgot my scissors. But you guys get the idea, right? I have enough. I guess I'm just being greedy. But when you grow these from babies, they're like, they're like your children. So you don't want to cut them off, but you have to. So that's just another zinnia tip, okay? I think that's basically the complete guide to growing zinnias. As the season goes on, I will show you how big they get and the flowers and all that good stuff. So just stay tuned to that, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.